Ready for a different kind of happy hour? What if you could enjoy your night without waking up to a pounding hangover? More and more adults are discovering Rebel Rabbit THC drinks, a refreshing alternative for those looking to skip the next morning regret that often comes with alcohol. So leave the headaches behind and give your liver a break by choosing an alcohol-free option instead. And now there's even more reason to stop by. Visit Inlet Dispensary on the Murrells Inlet Marsh Walk directly across from the Claw House. And when you purchase any Rebel Rabbit drink, you'll receive a free Microphone Monkeys collector pin while supplies last. And don't miss the brand new Rocket Pop flavor. It's the nostalgic taste of summer with a Rebel Rabbit twist. Whether you're hanging out with friends, relaxing after work, or enjoying the Grand Strand, make the switch and see what everybody's talking about.
Rebel Rabbit THC drinks. Less of what you don't want, more of what you do.
Keeps the beat slow. Two shadows on the sand watching the town show. They say behavior's excuse if the culture waves high, but broken windows stay broken while the dog misfly. Lion mouths on TV promise clean hands and gold bands. Meanwhile Texas pile like driftwood on the Grand Strand. Letters from the city tell us what we can and can't do. Zoning lines, permit signs, take another cut from you. We feel the tide pulling laws marching like drums. Free speech muffled by fear in the county's thumbs. Conversations turn to courtroom fights on the pier. Every rule another brick in the house of fear.
Welcome to another fantastic episode of Tripp and Graham Have Issues. And today we are once again doing things remotely. So we just enjoyed being separated so much that we're going to do it again. And I'm going to apologize in advance. We do have a little bit of weather issues that are going on here in North Georgia. We had some rainstorms earlier today and probably have a couple other little things coming through here, but we shouldn't have any other issues that will go through. How are you doing today, Graham?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing okay. I heard some real, filthy asshole got kicked off of TikTok for a while. Yeah, that's the only thing that just guys. Yeah, he was terrible. What
did he do to get kicked off of TikTok?
He was being a retard.
I've heard that. Yep. A buddy of mine who just so happens to be me said that word on that app, and they won't let him do live debates for 3 days now.
Oh my gosh!
So
and tell the audience what the word was used in regard to.
Well, I used it as just kind of like it meant like, okay, you sound dumb. It wasn't like I was trying to make a stab at someone or a jab or anything like this. Or no. I just said it like, oh my God, that sounds retarded.
Yeah,
like everyone does.
That sounds retarded. That's all.
Like everyone does in real life. Yes. Yeah. Everybody does it. That even the pearl clutchers. I guarantee you, even these pearl clutchers who say, he shouldn't say that because that means that he's talking about people who are mentally disabled. No, shut the fuck up. You do it too. Everyone knows you do it. We all do it.
And it doesn't. It is literally, it means slow. Retardé. Slow. Yeah. I am slow. Je suis retard. Yeah.
That's what it used to mean. Even in the DSM, that was considered a mentally slower person.
They have signs all over Europe.
And what's wrong with that?
Retard. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. It means slow down in certain countries. It does say retard. It means slow your car down.
Well, even in this country, we have that offensive sign saying "slow children playing." Oh, yeah. How dare you say that about children?
I have one at the front of my neighborhood.
Yeah.
Speaking of that.
Yeah, because I know you have a lot of slow children in your neighborhood.
And somehow I don't have kids, so it can't be from me. There's other retarded people people in the neighborhood, I guess.
That you know of.
That's right. Yeah. It's actually true. Anyway, different story for a different time.
And you can send your paternity suits to.
Yeah. We'll get into it right now. I might have a child. And I think I told you about it personally at one point. I may have a child, and I'm not sure because the mother died. So we aren't able to find out. The thing is, I hooked up with her. This is back in the Encore days, by the way. Yep. I hooked up with her, and then she hooked up with she said was a Mexican guy, like the next day.
Yeah.
Well, I saw a picture of the baby, and it's got interned top lips on the sides, like I have.
Yep.
Which nobody can see it because I have a beard and a mustache that covers it. But
yep.
She has the exact same lips, and I saw her as a baby. So I tried to reach out to the people who are keeping the kid.
Right.
It says, don't contact us again. We won't want anything to do with you.
Huh.
Like, well, wait a second. Can we do a DNA test or something? Leave us alone. Blocked me.
Wow.
So, I may have a kid, and I have no way of knowing.
Wow. Oh, well, one day you're going to be sitting in your front living room, and you're going to get on the door. Yep. And
Speaking of that reminds me, did you ever see the Key and Peele skit where it was a father and son, and the son went to the father's house. The father had given him up, and he knocks on the door, and they were talking about it. He says, I think I'm your son. And they're doing the same movements, and the dad is denying him, saying, I ain't your son. I ain't got no boy. But they're doing the exact same hand movement.
Yeah.
And then the son says, I just got a TV deal. And the dad says, what's that? And then he starts mimicking him back. Like they're trying to show him that he's his dad. Oh. And then at the end he says, I just got the deal with Comedy Central. And the dad says, get the fuck out of my house.
I love it.
That's hilarious. Maybe that's what'll happen. I'll have a daughter that bangs on the door, and I'm going to deny her and she's going to tell me she's a singer. But it's with an independent label. I'm telling you.
Or she won the lottery.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, but it's just a local state lottery. I only won, $110.
Yeah. Get the fuck out of here. Oh,
that's
Lord.
Fun stuff.
Yep.
So, into issues. Issues. As I like to say.
Yep.
I have a big one, and I think this is the first landmark case. I know it's not a felony or anything, or she's not going to spend time in prison.
Yeah.
But Shiloh Hendricks, if anybody doesn't know who that is, she was the white woman who called the little black kid the N-word, and a foreigner was recording her saying it. Do you remember this case?
I don't.
Did you hear about this?
I don't recall it.
Yeah, it went all over social media it was like 2 or 3 years ago, but she just went on trial for saying the N-word, and they found her guilty. And this is what I can't figure out. Why is there a jury for she was found guilty of disturbing the peace? Why is there a jury for a disturbing the peace charge?
Yeah, it sounds like it's a misdemeanor. Why would there be a jury? Yeah.
Yeah, it's something that you go to your jail for, and then you spend 20 minutes there, and then they let you out on a $100 bond.
Yeah.
That doesn't, or a PR bond. You don't even have any. This doesn't make any sense. So to me, this indicates that even though it's a small charge, that truly is the end of free speech in America.
Yeah, that is absolutely ridiculous. Yeah.
Yep.
That's crazy. Now, and to juxtaposition that, if it was a black man that said that, there would be no consequences whatsoever.
Yeah, none. They do it all the time.
Yeah.
You can't even say it. I think we talked about it on a previous episode, but one of the Miss America contestants or one of these beauty pageants, she was on her TikTok and she was singing rapping rap lyrics with the song, and she actually said the N-word, but it was nigga, not nigger. I forget. Right. I'm on a free speech podcast, so I can say that.
Yeah.
She said that, and they took her crown away.
Yeah, crazy, absolutely insane. Yeah, it's just pushing air with your lips, and yeah, it's not, you're not killing anybody. Yeah,
when it comes down to it, like you're exactly right. It's just making a noise.
Yeah, yep.
With your mouth.
Yeah. Yes, you and I have had many conversations about these kinds of things, and it's it does drive me nuts. Absolutely drives me nuts. I'm sure she's going to be sentenced to death, and
Probably.
Jeez, I mean, this world
For disturbing the peace, and I would. I'm being sarcastic, but I kind of wouldn't be surprised if they did, because that's where we are in America.
Exactly.
And it reminds me of this. Have you seen any more updates about this Nolan Wells case that I talked about on the last live podcast we did?
I think I saw one update, but yeah, why don't you tell us more about what's going on with that Nolan Wells? And remind people what we had.
Nolan Wells was the black kid that most likely drowned, and they're blaming the white kids on the boat for killing him.
And they were friends. These are all friends.
They were friends for a long time. So the latest thing is they had an autopsy, and then the family requested a second autopsy. Well, what they did was they sent his, kind of, I hate to be, sound vulgar about this, but his chopped up pieces of his body.
Yeah.
They sent it to the second autopsy, the independent autopsy.
Mm-hmm.
And now all the black people and all the white, sympathizers, and I call them simps, are on, all over social media saying, well, why did they only send his throat? How come they only send it later? And I'm like, well, wait a second. Do you not understand what happens in an autopsy? In most cases, they put your body parts in a bag.
Yeah.
And then they didn't, even if there was no second autopsy, that's still what happens. So they did send the body parts to the second autopsy examiner. Mm-hmm. And they're complaining because, well, it wasn't his whole body. How come it wasn't his whole body? These morons don't understand how an autopsy works.
Right. All right. Well, but they would have some sort of issue. And notice it wasn't the second medical examiner that had any issue with it.
Yeah, he knew. He's like, this is how an autopsy works. We get it.
Exactly.
But of course, it's funny how everyone becomes an expert in the newest thing that's happening, like with the Odyssey. Yeah. All of a sudden, everybody's a Homer connoisseur, and they've read the Odyssey. Yeah. Even the girl who played Helen of Troy admitted she didn't read the Odyssey. Now, you don't have to. You don't have to read the book to play a role, but it's funny how everybody becomes an expert in whatever happening, and that's what I see all over social media too, like with that movie. Yeah. So the newest current event, everybody turns into an absolute doctoral, just top of the class and everything there is to know about this.
Everybody becomes an instant Instagram expert. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just
Instagram expert. I like that. I want to get that put on a shirt.
Along with the my other one is get the flock out of here. Yeah. For the flock cameras.
Yeah, I saw that you put up a post on, I think it was Liberty Crack, about the, it was the "Don't Tread on Me" flag, but with the flock cameras. Speaking of flock cameras, holy shit! Have you seen the amount of cops that have been either fired or arrested for misusing them?
Oh gosh, yeah, or yeah. And there's also been an uptick on people, cops misusing their body cams too. Yeah.
Well, how would they misuse those?
This is really good. They go into places or private places, or they just keep them in their bedroom, and they hang their shirt up on the back of a chair, and then they film stuff, and then they think this is how stupid they are. They think because they take the thumb drive out and they take the video off the thumb drive, that's it. They don't realize that it has already been uploaded to the cloud, and other people are, just happen to look into it, especially when they get a little red notification that when they put the thumb drive back in, that the thumb drive has been altered. So then people are like, wait, the video has been altered? I wonder why. And then they go back and they see what the altered portion was. Yeah. So,
oh my God.
Yeah,
I hadn't heard that.
These guys are not—they're not technical geniuses that have these body cams sometimes.
Apparently not.
Yeah. So,
but that's disgusting. Even in the first place, that's disgusting to record something without telling the person you're intimate with.
I know all those videos you've been showing
enough.
you. I keep saying that every time. It's really disgusting. Those girls don't know you're doing this, and we're like, I feel bad about it.
And each time you send them to me, that you like the file that I have where I keep them all.
Yeah.
I look at those all the time. I'm like, Tripp is disgusting. He's
especially when I put the overlays on them. Little descriptives, He is now doing this.
I am now entering the woman. There's an AI voice over it too.
That's right. His finger is going round and round on the labia. Yeah. His tongue is encircling the areola.
It sounds like a Nat Geo instructional video.
That's right. Porn for the blind.
Ooh, well, that reminds me. I was going to say, I wonder how blind people, participate in watching lust type stuff. But I remembered I have the Playboy that's in Braille from the studio.
Yep.
I have it sitting right here across from me. I forgot about that. So they do. So they can read the images.
Yep.
You know what would be funny is if the Braille, it's on the Braille on the nude pages where there was a naked woman. It was just like a Braille dots of some humongous tits. And then they could just rub their finger along the tits.
Oh, terrible.
ASL for great boobs.
That's right. Oh, man. Oh, I think I'm losing my mind.
Me and you both, brother.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Dirty Myrtle.
I'm trying to think of what else here. I did a TikTok debate about abortion. Oh, here's the thing. Here's a new thing, everyone.
Okay.
I think I'm an abolitionist now.
Oh, okay. So what are we abolishing?
Abortion.
Oh, okay.
Now, you probably disagree with that, being a libertarian, right?
More than likely. But it depends on where we're talking about this, but yeah.
Well, I think federally, nationwide abortion, I think so far. I'm still kind of a budding abolitionist, but I think as far as I can tell, I think it should be banned nationwide.
Well, I mean...
Except
we go.
for cases of the life of the mother.
See, that's there you go. We've already got the first exception. Yeah.
There we are.
Yeah. And that's what I was going to bring up. What about the life of the mother? And there we go. Yeah.
Yeah. But even then, the C-section exists. I mean, you can still carry a baby even if the mother is in danger for as long as she can.
Yeah.
Until a C-section would be required to remove it.
Yeah.
And I was on these debates. I was on 4 or 5 of them before I was kicked off until the 26th. It's women always screeching and understand, to anybody listening and to you as well. I'm not saying that women have no say in this and women shouldn't have rights about this. They should have a say, but I think that it's always liberal women who are screeching about, well, it's my body, my choice. So
right.
What's attractive to me anymore is when I do find a woman, because there are women who agree with this. I think it's very attractive when a woman thinks the life of the child is more important than me just wanting to have sex.
Yeah.
I think that's an incredible thing when I see a woman who agrees with that anymore.
Sure. sure. But, then again, there's a lot of, I would say there's a lot of power when somebody says that there should be abortions up to 156 months. If you've ever raised a teenager, you know why.
Now I got it. 156 months.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I love it when they get in the, how many months should it be? How many months should it be? And then that's usually what I say is 156 months. And that usually, and then I say, if you've ever raised a teenager, you know why. That usually changes the tone of their conversation on that. So.
That's a good response. I'm gonna have to use that in jest next time I'm on one of these debates.
Exactly. When they're sitting there trying to figure out, at what months, it's okay if it's up to this many months and this many months or this many weeks and this part of the trimester or second trimester, all that kind of stuff. I'm just like, okay, well, why don't we just make it 156?
Well, and it's funny, but that actually is a good argument because what we're talking about with people who agree with abortion.
Yeah.
And I'm new here, so I'm not saying that I always thought this and I'm better than anyone else. I used to think that you should be allowed to have an abortion because what mattered was consciousness. Now, as a Christian, I've changed my mind, but that actually is a good argument because we're talking about the progress of a living human being.
Yeah.
When is that time frame? Just because even if it is a fetus or a zygote, even at the moment of conception, is that thing living? Yeah. Yes or no? And most people will have to say yes. Then what is it that's living? Well, it can't be a cow or a donkey or a goat. It has to be a human being. Right. So at that point, that's what you said was funny, but that's actually a good kind of argument to some of these people who think that, you should be able to just, kill the thing if it's under a certain amount of time. Well, so what you're saying is that time is what matters then.
Right. But I mean, if you look at the science of argumentation, or of argumenting, if you have something that is subjective, then you can always go to the absurdity of the subjectivity of it. And then that, of course, going 156 is doing that same absurdity. Now, you can also reverse that and say the absurdity of defining life, because then you're saying, okay, it's okay. It's if you think it's not okay to take a living thing out of the body of the host and kill it. What do we do about parasites?
Well, that's what a lot of them call them. They say a baby is basically a parasite.
Exactly. So what they're doing is that they're using the absurdity of subjectivism. But when you're talking about it, you're talking about it in what I would call the metaphysical part of being human, and you're talking about a soul. And now that narrows things down a little bit. And so so that also then it comes into, what is your belief system? Do you think we're all souls, or we're all entities, or you don't? And if you don't, then we're no different than a blade of grass or a piece of or a tree or an amoeba. Yeah, we're all equal. Yeah. So, yeah.
And I had one lady. I was talking about the. They were asking me what they thought of someone who's. Can you end someone who rapes a woman? I keep using these TikTok words.
Yeah.
Can you end someone who rapes a woman?
Yeah.
And they were asking all these hypotheticals, and I said, well, no. I mean, you can, because that's a guilty person. A baby isn't guilty of anything that's innocent. They said, well, no, that's an immoral being. That's amoral. Excuse me, not immoral. They said that's amoral. It can't do right or wrong. I was like, well, wait a second. That doesn't. Hold on. We're talking about under the banner of Christianity, right? So the thing hasn't done anything wrong. And then she says, well, a rock hasn't done anything wrong either.
Well, I
just
thought we were
about
talking
threw my
about
hands
living. I thought we were talking about living things, but okay.
Yeah, we're talking about living thing, and I just about deleted the app after that. But
Yeah.
when she said a rock, and it took me like 20 minutes to get her to understand that we're talking about human beings.
Yeah.
Even in the womb, not just not even just outside. So then I also asked them a question. I says, well, so you think you should be able to end a child, kill a child? And they said, yes, if it's inside of the mother. I said, well, wait a second. If it's 1 second inside, and then when the child is born, the next second, which can you kill the child after 1 second? What's the difference? Because it's the same being 1 sec or even 10 seconds before it's born, and then afterward, it's the same thing. It hasn't grown any yet.
Yeah.
And they still couldn't handle that. They couldn't handle it. So they talked about, it's because it's still feasting off the mother and all this, and like, yeah. Do you know an infant that can go get its own food?
Yeah. Yeah. A newborn, you just sit it there and you leave for a few weeks. How's it going to do? Yeah. Yeah.
Come back and see what happens. See what state the child is in.
Correct. Yeah. Absolutely.
So, anyway, that was my whole spiel about abortion and TikTok and all this. I think I'm an abolitionist now.
Well, I thought you're abolishing your sex life.
Hey. Hey, I'm depressed now. Just because you're making fun of me, just because I'm fat and ugly now, doesn't mean you should be able to say that.
Oh, no.
It really hurts my feelings.
I don't do that to the retarded. Yeah.
Why do I even get on this with Tripp? And it sounds like Tripp has issues with Graham.
I'm miles away from you. You can't hit me from here.
What? Oh my God! You give some good visual images next time we're on Facebook Live when you're back. I just pictured me coming across the table.
That's right.
What did you just say to me? Did you say that I can't have a kid because I'm ugly? Is that what you said? Fuck you.
Yeah, the visual of you putting the clip into your gun and pulling back the slide.
The clip, yeah. And then I turn to the camera. This has been another episode of, and you're lying there dead.
This is the final episode, yeah.
Yeah, you're in the background, slumped back on the chair, blood all over the place. Thanks for joining us, and check out next week's episode of Graham Has Issues.
I love it.
Oh, man.
That's going to make a good T-shirt. A spin-off.
Somebody told you life was gonna end this way.
Right. Oh, and speaking of life ending, we were talking last week about how it appeared. It didn't have any real data, but it appeared that the holiday visitors to Myrtle Beach really slowed down this year. Well, it is reported that, and we do have some data that the amount of people coming in through the Myrtle Beach airport went down this year. And
personally, like I said the last time, I think that's great.
Yeah.
But for the city of Myrtle Beach, I understand it's not. So what do you personally contribute to that? Why do you think that is?
I think the biggest contribution to it is inflation. I don't think most people and families, because this used to be a family destination. I mean, even though it's still dirty Myrtle, It used to be a very inexpensive family vacation. Even the way it is now, people just can't afford to come here. They really can't. It's just very, very expensive. And I think that's 90% of it. It's economics. That's why they're not coming here. The other part of too is that it's just not the same destination as it used to be. You and I have talked about that before. Yeah, it's not as it's not as much fun.
I hate to bring back race again, but it's. I think that's true, and a lot of it would be because of social media and what's being seen. Like if you look up Myrtle Beach on TikTok, it's nothing but black people fighting. Yeah, and well, I shouldn't say nothing. There are a lot of things like Keith and Jess. Have you heard of this couple? They go around in Myrtle Beach and go to new restaurants and do their content.
Oh yeah.
There is stuff like that. So I don't mean to say it's just that, but if you're, it's like I always used to tell my father. He was saying that you can't say anything bad about Brenda because you can't say anything about her, and you can't say anything about the chamber because they're bringing in a lot of money. We're doing advertisements and all this stuff. I was like, well, wait a second. Yeah. In today's age, you can't compete with social media. You can put out 10 commercials, high budget, nationwide commercials if you want. About how great Myrtle Beach is. But no one's watching TV anymore. They're looking at their phones. Yeah. So until you can get a handle on that with social media, there is no point in spending money on tourism and this type of stuff in the town. And I wonder if that could be a part of it too.
I think you're right, and I hope Mark Correa, who is our new mayor, can hear this podcast and maybe get a few ideas as to what we need to do to correct this. But we also need need the Myrtle Beach Chamber of Commerce to step aside. They are the epitome of good intentions with unintended consequences. And I know everything that they're trying to do is supposed to be for the betterment and to the improvement of the Myrtle Beach economy. Everything they are doing to do that has done the opposite. And it's unintended. They didn't mean to do it, but they are screwing up this area terribly. Absolutely terribly.
And it's been that way for a long time, like with the city council. Like like you said, they're trying to do good things, but every time and I think at what point do you realize everything we're doing here it's not working? We're screwing this up. Yeah. So is there some other motive that they have that I can't figure out? Because you're not going to get rich on city council, so we can take money out of it. Yeah. And I can't figure out why they don't. No one says, well, wait a second, what we're doing isn't working. Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's part of it has to do I think has to do with real estate development and hospitality, all combined, trying to get their fingers into easy money. And, when you have easy money and other people's money, it runs out. Yeah. Yeah. Other people. That's a good point. Yeah. Maybe they're there for, let's say, a real estate developer that we don't know about that's never made public record or something like that. Yeah, that's a good point. And the John Rhodes back in the day, he was a big one on other people's money. He thought that tourists and tourism dollars were going to pay for everything that he had going on with his new projects and his new ideas and everything else. And I always pointed out to him, it doesn't work that way, and it always ends up being the residents and the area people of Myrtle Beach that will end up paying for these things in the long run. Yeah. Yeah. And it has proven that to be true each and every time. And that was a long time ago. Oh, yeah. A very long time ago. You're exactly right. That it's turned out to be true. Yeah. Yeah. Well, so what do you, speaking of city council, which you weren't, but I was just a minute ago, but it's still kind of the same thing, local government. Right. What do you think of this Bill McClure?
Well, he needs to get his teeth capped. No, I didn't say it.
By the way, Bill, if you're listening, we'd love to have you on the show.
On the show, yeah. I hope. How can I put this? I hope the rhetoric matches the actions. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've been fooled before. So I'm hoping, I'm always hoping that that they can bring about change, but I don't know if they can or if they're going to be changed.
Yeah. And the reason I asked that, I know he's been, it's been a while since he was brought in, but I still like to keep tabs.
Yeah.
So that's why I wanted to ask about him. Not like that's news.
No.
Was my point. He's been there for a little bit now.
Well, I was going to say another thing too. Now that we're talking about politics, I think the landscape has changed since Lindsey Graham passed away, and now, I think it was kind of funny that our local fellow here, former mayor Mark. That he thought he was going to be a write-in candidate or something like that, and now that they're going to have a redo on the on the GOP ticket, I think he was going to be filing to run on that. I'm not quite sure. I'm always confused. But another former politician, the former governor, is running for. Mark Sanford is going to be running for that seat.
Oh, he is?
I just saw that. I just saw that coming up. Yeah. And so, or considering it anyway. Yeah.
Okay.
So, this is going to be, grab the popcorn. This is going to be a lot of fun, especially to watch all these Republicans or people who pretend to be Republicans or old Dixiecrats that are running as Republicans all claw each other to get that nomination to get that seat. Yeah.
You're saying pretend to be Republicans. I'm agreeing with you more and more with that sentiment anymore. There's just done, and a lot of them are like saying they're voting with the Democrats on transgender type issues and illegals who should be illegal, even Trump himself.
Yep.
I'm kind of disenchanted with Trump too, and with Republicans who claim to be conservatives anymore.
Yeah. Well, I've always warned you with Trump. I said, remember, he is a he's always been a New York Democrat. Yeah.
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 And that's why I don't know why people are surprised. Even me, I don't know why I'm surprised. He was a New York Democrat. What should we expect? So he's gonna kowtow at some point.
Exactly.
I'm just not sure I'm not sure what his purpose was on running as a Republican anyway. I mean, it just thought he could get power. I'm not sure, but it doesn't seem like power is all he cares about.
No.
But at the same time,
I truly think he was he did it purely out of capitalism. He saw that the Democratic Party with progressivism was just another form of Marxism, and he just wanted to preserve capitalism. And so I think he was the only capitalist that they had running. Now, he never would have gotten his nomination as a Republican if it wasn't for the backing of the Clintons. The Clintons thought he would be low-hanging fruit. And so they poured a lot of money and influence from the mainstream media to keep pumping him up. And she was delighted when he ended up being the nomination. Because she said, "Oh, no, now I can really crush him." And they did. They predicted that it was going to be a landslide victory. And I thought the same thing about Trump. I went to a couple Tea Party meetings before Trump was even thinking about running. He came there. He was talking about what he wanted to do in Myrtle Beach. But I also remember I was with my buddy Josh at a Marco Rubio convention here in Myrtle, or a rally here in Myrtle Beach. Yeah. And we talked about it, and I said, Trump he's got no way of winning. He's not going to win. He's not a serious candidate. Yeah. He's making points, but he's not going to win. Right. That's just not going to happen. Yeah. I was one of those. Then, sure enough, me, like the Clintons, thought that he wouldn't, and there he is president twice now. Oh, yeah, yeah. And, I mean, and the Clintonites, the progressives, the die-hard, we play 3D chess type of Democrats, thought that, you know, they were just so embarrassed by the whole thing. They're still angry about it today. And that anger ended up being just cracking the door open for all the socialists and other Marxists to take over their party, because they started kowtowing to them, saying, hey, they're as angry as we are. So let's get those people on there. Now they're going, oh, crap. Now they're going after us. So
yeah, they've turned on Hakeem Jeffries. They've turned on these landmark kind of Democrats who were actual. It's making it look bad, because I'm starting to agree with actual classical Democrats, actual classical liberals, even though they aren't classical liberals, where they were once considered extreme. Now there's a far left or extreme section of the
but the radical progressives now are being called right wing, and they're going crazy, and they're saying you're fracturing our party and all. Yeah, it's great.
Well, I will say too, this is the first time in my lifetime that I can remember the left being divided on anything. Yeah,
you're right. You're right.
Because usually they come together and it doesn't matter what anybody says. It's like AOC. Everybody rallied around her. Doesn't matter if she says anything crazy. Ilhan Omar, doesn't matter what she says. This is the first time I've ever seen the left divided. And I think it's beautiful. I hope that people like Mondami and these socialists, I hope they come out louder and stronger, because it's dividing the party for once.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. It's kind of fun to watch this and to see some of these, especially these old classic Clintonite and Obama Democrats going crazy. Because of the takeover of the Marxists. And but you know what, the big tent, they thought, they thought everybody else is the useful idiot, and then the useful idiots rise, and then they're like, wait a minute, unintended consequences here. Yeah,
hold on, they've turned on us. Wait a second, now they're winning. What's going on here? Hold on.
Exactly. Classic. Wow. Well, I don't know if you can hear in the background.
Those were my issues.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know if you heard in the background, but here in North Georgia, my parents have cleaning day on Friday, and their cleaning crews just arrived, and so I am going to have to wrap up another issues with Tripp and Graham, because we're going to have vacuum cleaners going off here pretty soon. So,
and like I said, next week it's going to be just Graham has issues. Look out for the new podcast.
All right. Yeah, and you know what? We've also had another podcast grouping in Liberty Crack Media arise, and it's called Liberty Crack News and Special Information. And we just had our first South Carolina Libertarian legislative report that's gone up on that. We're also going to have a new sports podcast that's going to be coming, hosted by Mafia Mike. You know Mafia Mike, and that should be a lot of fun. And I can't wait. Cool. Yeah, I can't wait for that to come out. And if you out there in the listening audience want to start a podcast, we have somebody that's interested in doing a medical podcast. He's a retired physician, so I'm hoping that comes around. But we're always open to have more podcasters join us on the network. And included with this was our good friend Brian Sweeney with Regular Joe Grandstrand that we've got with us now. So these are all great, and tune in every Tuesday when we have a new drop of Tripp and Graham Have Issues. Say goodbye.
Goodbye, Graham.
Salt in my veins, neon and gold cries, two men with two names. Tripp spits rapid, Graham shadows on the sand, watching the town show. They say behavior's excuse if the culture waves high, but broken windows stay broken while the dogmas fly. Lion mouths on TV, promise clean hands and gold bands. Meanwhile, Texas pie like driftwood on the Grand Strand. Letters from the city tell us what we can and can't do. Zoning lines, permit signs, take another cut from you. We feel the tide pulling laws, marching like drums. Free speech muffled by fear in the county's thumbs. Conversations turn to courtroom fights on the pier. Every rule another brick in the house of fear. Tripp and Graham have issues. The ocean hears their shout. Tripp and Graham have issues. They don't know what it's about. Waves keep coming, but the questions never end. Tripp and Graham have issues. Trying to defend. Graham raps back about labels tossed like bait. Everyone's got an answer, everyone's got a state. They're tired of politics, turning faces into fights. Of judges writing futures under fluorescent lights. They love the stretch of coastline, their porches and their pride. But wrecks and vines and council lines keep pulling at the stride. Property and voice, two things they wanna keep. Instead, they watch committees talk while promises creep. Tripp and Graham have issues. The ocean hears their shout. Tripp and Graham have issues. They don't know what it's about. Waves keep coming, but the questions never end. Tripp and Graham have issues. Trying to defend two voices, one horizon, rust and thunder in their chest. They don't wanna erase a person, they want some rest. From politicians promising sons and delivering rain, from licenses and loopholes that fray the walking lanes. They stand shoulder to shoulder, not to shut the world down, but to keep their homes from turning into someone else's town. Screams of the goal, sirens fade into the night. Papers on the pier burn in the gutter light. Laws on the doorstep and the mailbox full of rules. Tripp and Graham sketch the coastline with their tools. Tripp and Graham have issues. The ocean hears their shout. Tripp and Graham have issues. They don't know what it's about. Waves keep coming, but the questions never end. Tripp and Graham have issues. Trying to defend. Sunset on the Grand Strand, two silhouettes stand still. They argue for the future and the right to build a hill. The tide will test their patience, the council will decide. But Tripp and Graham keep walking, two voices at the tide.